Welcome to the event, Jimmy Cebula of Sweden. He is a multiple Swedish national champion, and this guy has a huge reputation in the sport of arm wrestling. Very technical, very aggressive, explosive individual, and he's making his debut in the Super Series against a very, very tough competitor indeed. That man is the code Gregory Schneider. The heavyweight French national champion is a huge man, and he's a massively gifted technician. Schneider has a proven track record on the international circuit, super diverse. He can do it all, and he is going to be a major handful for anybody in this weight class.
Hi guys, my name is Greg Schneider. I come from France for the club of Links in Alsace. I'm overall champion of right arm on left arm. I want to pull Jimmy Cebula, the heavyweight number 2 in Sweden, but I am the number 1 in France.
Very endearing little interview piece from Gregory Schneider there. English is by no means this guy's first language, but he did about 6 or 7 takes to get that, I'm aware, and every credit to the man. I would never be able to do an interview in French. We go straight into the strap match. Evidence straight away of the explosivity of these two men. Cebula in green of Sweden, massive attack, tries to drive him with a shoulder press, but the posting top roll defense of Gregory Schneider is absolutely lethal, and he can hang on to a match with the best of them. What a technician this young man is. Really rolls that one out so effectively. Cebula trying to finish, big drive from them. Oh, and I can tell you what, that was so close to an elbow foul there from Schneider. Nothing given, so, but if you, oh, he's transitioned into the tripod. It's tremendous. I was just about to say, look how close his elbow is to coming off the pad. Marginally, I actually thought I saw an elbow foul, but looking at the replay, possibly not. He was in a high-posted top roll. Cebula came driving at him, trying to get the tri-press in there, and I thought, wow, he's going to be very, very lucky to stay on the pad. But as Cebula transitioned, he was beaten to the punch by that move from Gregory Schneider. Swings behind his arm, and the French heavyweight champion shows why he's one of the most feared technicians on the circuit. Impressive stuff. Gregory Schneider, David Diouf working in his corner. Himself an excellent technician. These guys very close, training together, sharing techniques to beat that one. Jimmy Cebula. The reinvigorated Anders Carlson, who's been having an impressive weekend here in central London himself, is working in the corner of Jimmy Cebula.
Both happy? Ready, go.
Jimmy with a massive drive again. I love the explosivity of the Swede. A really entertaining arm wrestler, Jimmy Cebula. Very, very talented. Gregory Schneider. How does that man post his top roll so effectively? These long, rangy athletes are so dangerous. Look at that attack from Schneider. What a tremendous technician this lad is. Superb attack. And he's rolling the hand of Jimmy Cebula. He's exposed the Swede's wrist and hand. Jimmy drives, tries to get into the strap and will do so.
Okay, this way a little to the center. Sure. You both happy?
The arms slip apart. This 1-inch nylon strap goes around the hands.
Ready, go.
Around the wrists. Cebula has been exposed early this time. He tries for his own top roll, but he's giving away probably a good 1.5 inches in terms of his leverage. And it's Gregory Schneider baiting him, waiting out, trying to expose his hand and wrist. Cebula though with the drive, and this is great side pressure from the Swede. Oh, how impressive. Jimmy Cebula is in a bad position and still he attacks and drives. What an impressive move. Oh, Schneider with his own transition. This is an absolute war. Fantastic wrestling from both men. Wow, what a match.
Jimmy Cebula is a good arm wrestler, but I think his arm is stronger than me. But in the fight, I keep the control of my wrist, you know, and I think his technique is a depth wrist press, you know, and I keep the control of my wrist. That's why I won against him.
I think that is a very, very fair assessment, and I can't emphasize enough how impressed I was with both athletes in there. As Gregory rightly said, the position on the hand and wrist was maintained by him throughout that match, which was why I was so impressed by the movement of Jimmy Cebula. He was forcing the match from a terrible position in terms of his technical standpoint, but ultimately Gregory Schneider, as he did say, he maintained hand and wrist control, which is everything, and it paid dividends in gold. He reversed it and won the match. But this is what we call a screamer, ladies and gents. What a battle. Both men will really be feeling it. I would imagine Jimmy Cebula much worse, because in both of the matches he has been exposed on his wrist and hand. Cebula is a young man, he's pretty injury free and he's got massive endurance, and like all the Swedes, the guy loves to get into battles. Cebula with a huge drive, but again his hand and wrist are exposed. Oh, what a tri-press though! That's fantastic. Now that is impressive. Watch this from Cebula. Hits hard, loses his hand and wrist there, comes in with a tri-press, inverts Gregory Schneider, and nobody was more shocked than the Frenchman. What a win. Jimmy Cebula is on the card. Tremendous. First pin for the Swede. That was excellent from the young Swede. Fantastic move. He actually hit so hard he busted himself open, and I think Gregory Schneider felt, yeah, got this one, took his foot off the gas. Jimmy Cebula hadn't read the script. He kept his foot to the boards, all gears forward, and he managed to invert Gregory Schneider's top roll so far that he was able to finish with his own tricep press. Great from the young Swede. Cebula gets on the board. He deserved it from the battle. We just saw him in prior to that, which he ended up losing, but wrestled so aggressively. Whoa! Anything you can do, I can do better. What a hit! Who expected that one from Gregory Schneider? You've seen me go top roll. How's this for a hook? The Frenchman shows his teeth. What an impressive athlete Gregory Schneider is. His technical diversity is ridiculous. He's a thinking, cerebral arm wrestler. Every single move he thinks through. He's tricking people. He's working his angles. He can wrestle in all positions, and he likes to prove that every time he comes to the table. Oh, great stuff. Cebula with a massive drive. And there's no doubt about it, the Swede is ridiculously strong. That wasn't technical, it wasn't pretty, it was brutality. He just blasted it to the pad. Gregory Schneider, for all his finesse, for all his technique, just could not deal with the fact that Jimmy Cebula was prepared to do anything to win that arm wrestling match, and that is exactly what he did. It's 3-2. This one is on a knife edge. Jimmy Cebula is a dog fighter. Fantastic. Just got straight in there with power. I think a little embarrassed that he'd been caught by Gregory Schneider in that last match with the tricky hook, which we didn't expect. And he just reversed it. As I say, maybe not with the same finesse that we've seen from the Frenchman in blue, but with aggression, intensity that you won't see matched by many. We go to the strap. Jimmy Cebula, 2 pins. Gregory Schneider, 3 pins. Sweden in green, France in blue. The match is hanging in the balance. This is the deciding pin of our main event. at the Sports Cafe London, Haymarket, Arm Wars Power Play.
Okay.
Hard, hard. Yeah. Hard. Cool.
Shoulder.
Ready, go! Huge strike from both men. How bad do you want this match, Jimmy Cebula? Can he hang on to that? The answer is no. Gregory Schneider with the top roll. Huge attack, and Schneider controls the hand and wrist from the off. And the Frenchman wanted that badly, didn't he? Look at that drive. Hits towards the pad. Cebula tries with the tri-press, but he'd given too much ground.
Toss away, strong man.